Greetings, everyone. This is Maggie McKee. I'm an independent NIkken consultant from Vancouver, Canada, and I am so pleased to be giving this video conference today so that you can view it later or watch it now, because we are really excited about people understanding what the NIkken Choice is. Part of it is choosing active wellness, and that's basically becoming more balanced using our technologies, but also active wellness in what we call the 5 pillars of health, which I'll show you in a moment. And also collaborative entrepreneurship. The world has changed. People are looking for collaboration, not competition. So we are in an ideal spot to help people to have what they want, work from home, and just control their lives, have the freedom that they deserve. So when I started 22 years ago, this is kind of a cool story. I had been looking for relief for a chronic pain problem I'd had for 30 years at that point. So ever since I was in my late teens. And I was looking for something that was natural. I'd had surgery. I'd been prescribed drugs. That didn't sit so well with me. So I had spent those probably really actively the last 10 years before I was introduced to NIkken, looking for something that was non-invasive, effective, and inexpensive. So my best friend introduced me to NIkken, and she also introduced me to the concept, the holistic approach to life that NIkken was founded on in 1975. So this is a 41, almost 42-year-old research company that started in 1975 to create an approach to life that would bring people in balance. And of course, if you look at these 5 pillars, most of us are out of balance in one or more, and they all affect each other. For instance, my chronic pain affected my family because I was tired and cranky. I also couldn't give as much to society as I wanted to. And even though I had a tenured position as a college professor, so I had an okay financial situation, I knew I had reached the top of my salary pay, and the politics were absolutely driving me crazy, to be honest with you. And all of that was playing on my mind. It's really hard to be positive when you're hurting. So I was so delighted that she didn't just show me the technologies. She said, look at this. Imagine. I was living in the north at that time, 40 below a lot. And she said, look at, we could have so much fun together. We could help so many people. And we could make some money that would allow us to have, a creative retirement plan. So I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. That was only 49, but that sounded really good. I understood how stress affects the body. I used to teach this actually at the college. And people now, 22 years later, are even more stressed than they were in 1975 or 1995 rather, when I started. There's so many financial pressures. I know a lot of people just can't get work in their field. A lot of people are underemployed and very much underpaid. That affects their healthy mind. It also creates a lot of health concerns because when you're stressed, your body doesn't work as well as it could. A lot of people work 2 or 3 jobs, so there's the lack of time and unhealthy lifestyle that comes from eating too quickly, eating the wrong foods, all those demands to be a provider for yourself and your family. So it's pretty crazy how much stress there is. Workplace conflict can be so many things. Mine was just, working in a public school, secondary school, post-secondary school rather, that just couldn't seem to adhere to its philosophy. So when I saw NIkken's philosophy and I saw that they've been living that philosophy for all that time, I got very excited. So let's have a look at what NIkken is able to help us with, mostly in the financial field, because this short call is focused on finances. So just look at this, 76% of North Americans live paycheck to paycheck. That is not a pretty picture, because if you fast forward that film, they're not going to have the money they need to retire, and most people don't. And they're carrying debt from their credit card balances. Most, 1 in 4 have no life insurance, partly because they can't afford it, partly because they're trying just desperately to make ends meet. And the savings are dwindling and dwindling. So a lot of people have about enough money to last maybe a month. Oh, not even that. That would be $500 would be not even a car payment for most people. So there's a lot of stress, people not feeling confident that they will have enough money to live comfortably before and through retirement. And wages are shrinking. Unfortunately, that's the reality. Wages are shrinking. We're below what we were 15 years ago, and that's not a pretty picture for most families. So what do we do? This is where NIkken is such a gift, such an amazing offering for people, because first of all, we help people choose an active wellness lifestyle through having a wellness home. And we believe that if everybody lived in a home that had these technologies, where the air was pure and clean and the water was pure and clean and energized, and we slept in a very healthy, non-toxic environment, we had the right nutrition, we had the right light, we had the right skin care that was non-toxic, that would make a huge, huge difference. So our job is very simple. Basically, we share what we have learned, what we're excited about with people, and we help people choose whether they want to be customers or consultants, and we support both of those. We create a team and support our consultants, but we also have a huge customer service focus. This is primarily a retail focus. So the thing that I find so exciting is the community of like-minded people. When I was teaching at the college, it was hard to find somebody that was thinking the way I was thinking in terms of balance and spirituality and so on. So I am so thrilled to be part of a worldwide community that really does have the same values. So this is what we do. It's like a mini franchise. It's a system that works. So the first thing we do is we explore the products. We become either a customer or a consultant with NIkken so that we can enjoy the benefits of the technologies. Then if we decide we want to share it with other people, we do that by telling. Basically, we're high-paid storytellers because we share the experiences people have had with these products and with the business and with the cause, which is about humans being more in those 5 pillars. So we connect people to whatever part of NIkken appeals to them, and that's flexible. They can change later. Once anybody, a customer or consultant, orders a product from NIkken online, that product is shipped directly to them. We don't have to have inventory, and that is such a sweet deal in terms of business. And then NIkken in the next month pays us for all of the customers and all of the consultants. A portion of that they profit share with us to thank us for helping them build their base. So it's really simple. It's a teach 3 to reach 3 concept. So you're one person, you're looking for 3 people who, like you, want to share these technologies and want to be collaborative entrepreneurs and build a solid long-term income. So it's really easy to upgrade to become a consultant and to build a team. But the first thing we encourage you to do is to create a business unit that has 500 points minimum of monthly retail sales. That's you, your friends, your family, your customers, whatever. And that's an ongoing thing that you do every month. Then when we keep connecting customers to the NIkken products, and some of those decide they want to partner up with us. So that's a very organic way to find our new business partners. So the whole system is very organic. It's about we share our experiences with good products, good shows, good books, whatever. So as we build that Teach 3 to Reach 3, by the time we've done that, we have 39 people committed to that 500 points a month. And that translates into not a bad starting income of around $1,300 US a month, okay? And that's not counting anything other than just the the benefits, the overrides, and so on from that. It doesn't include the retail profits, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Then as that team builds, those 39 reach 3 each, then we build the team, our income goes up, and you can see that it can become a very substantial income if that's what you choose. A lot of people choose to keep doing this part-time. I choose to switch to full-time because I wanted the freedom, I wanted the lifestyle, and all of these benefits and rewards. Whenever you sell a product to a customer, NIkken takes that 25% wholesale to retail markup and puts it in your bank account. That's pretty cool. They also have tons of cash bonuses. There's usually some kind of incentive every month where you can win cash bonuses. This is December. The biggest cash bonus for this month is going to that first leadership level in this month, and that's $1,000 US cash bonus. Check right to you. We also have reward points, and that's dependent on how many retail sales we make each month. But those reward points can be used for you to purchase product for your customers, for your family, for yourself, whatever. And then when you get to the gold level, which is the second leadership level, NIkken kicks in another bonus called lifestyle. That's based on your volume. You can spend that money any way you wish. It can be a car, it can be mortgage, it can be recreation, it can be vacation, whatever you want. And it truly is meaningful income because every dollar that each of us earns represents someone being helped by these amazing products, because we are only paid on sales volume. Lots of other incentives. I had a trip to Japan, oh my gosh, 5-star fabulous trip, and 2 to Mexico, and tons of other incentives. And where the long-term income is, which, you know, the person who is your sponsor will tell you more about this, the leadership bonuses. We are paid to build a team. The bigger the network, the bigger the check. And those leadership bonuses, because that is income that comes to you from all of those teams of leaders. So that can be a huge or a small income, depending on what you decide. And the really cool thing, I knew nothing about this kind of business. And so I was not alone. I had tons of mentors and coaches, you know, free, and calling me and saying, how can I help? Lots of meetings and events, tools and training. And we have these webinars. If you look at the schedule, there are 3 or 4, sometimes 5 or 6 of these a day, different aspects of the business, everything from the products to the business to how to find customers, how to mentor, all those kinds of things. So there's just a ton of support and benefit for you, both in the short term and the long term. So really, you have lots of choices. You can do nothing. If this doesn't feel right, I encourage you not to do something that you can't get excited about. But if you see what I see, and you get excited about these products, and you think of the people that could benefit from not just the products, but the whole lifestyle, living that life in balance, you're going to want to be a part-time entrepreneur. A lot of people keep their main source of income, you know, their job, their gig, or whatever they're on. But, you know, I decided after 3 years that this was so worthwhile a cause, and I was making enough money to do this too, to quit my teaching job, to resign, just quit, and become a full-time NIkken consultant, because that's what I really love. I love the freedom, I love the flexibility, I love the ability to make a difference in the world, and we have so much fun. So no matter where you are in the world, we're in over 20 countries, no matter your age, your gender, your background, your education, you are a candidate for this. So if it appeals to you, talk to the person who invited you to watch this, and make sure that they give you everything you need to make an informed decision so that you can choose active wellness. And the most fun part, believe me, is the collaborative entrepreneurship. So this is Maggie, and oh, just another quick thing. In January, we're kicking in an amazing modification to our compensation plan that will make this business so smooth, so organic. It's something very, very novel, and we're going to be having a global tour actually to launch this. It's going to be called something like the Active Wellness Tour. We're starting in Canada here. We're so excited, and stay tuned for that. So check out the website at theroyalalliance.com for all the other calls. Stay tuned for the tour. And I'm going to sign off from Vancouver, beautiful Vancouver, sunny day, crisp day, snow, which is unusual for us. But anyway, all the best to you. And as the holidays approach, enjoy every precious moment.